Hello, welcome to FM Tuition Academy. Have you come across this video? Are you a parent and you have got a child who is a grade 8 to a grade 9? We're able to help them to be able to answer past papers, even the time when they're writing exams. We train them so that we teach them strategies on how they can answer exam papers. Okay? So if you want them to be helped and you want them to do online tuitions, you can WhatsApp us on 095 333 1204, the WhatsApp line that you're able to see there. Okay, so this is for the grade 8 or grade 9s. So even a grade 9 who has come across this video, tell your parents or WhatsApp us on that number 095 333 1204. You can see the WhatsApp line there. Let's go straight into the lesson. Today we're looking at the past paper. Okay, so question 1, they've given us a map of Zambia and you can see there are all those features. The first question says, what name is given to the set of lines on the map labeled X? Where is X? The first thing, that's what you ask yourself. Here it's X, there it's X, and there it's X. Okay, what do you notice about this X? Okay, these lines marked X. So have you seen here it's 18? So X, the first line is this one here, it's X. All of this is X up to there. It starts from 18 here. 18 here, ends with 18 again there. Same thing here again, it's the same X here. It starts with 18 there. It's the same X, goes like this again, ends with 18 there. Same X again here, it starts with 20, ends with 20. It's this X that is there. What are those lines that have got the same degrees, 18, 18, 16, 16, 20, 20? Such kind of lines, what are they called? You can see it starts at 18, ends with 18, this X. Same thing, starts at 16, ends with 16. Starts at 20, it goes curves, this other side, ends at 20. Such kind of lines which have got the same degrees, they are called isothemes. So the answer is actually D. Okay, the answer is actually D. So these lines that have got same degrees like this, they start with 18, ends with 18, 16 ends with 16, 20 ends with 20. It goes like that, like a curve. You see, it's these lines here. So these ones are called isothemes, D. Second question, what does Luangwa Valley receive low rainfall? The only reason why there is low rainfall in any place is because that place is far from the moist winds. So the answer is D. The answer is not D, sorry. Moist winds is B. The answer here it's B. Moist winds. This word here, moist. This one here. Okay, this one here. The moist winds. Okay. When an area is far from the moist winds, there will be low rainfall. So the answer is B. So whenever an area, look at Luangwa Valley, receives low rainfall, once there is low rainfall in a place, it's because it's due to that area is far from the moist winds. What does the word moist mean? Moist, it means the water. Okay, so 7 is D, 8 is B. So I go to the next. So these are the answers. There is A here, there's B here, and D, isothemes, and B, which is a moist winds. Okay, so those are the answers for the previous question. Let's go to the next question. The next question here says which one is it shows a pie chart. It's a pie chart where there are all those, it's like a pizza, you see, and then cut into different sections. So which one is the second largest section? Have you seen this whole thing here? It's for the maize. Okay, this whole shape here, it's maize. So the second largest thing here, it's actually wheat. This part for wheat, this one is the second largest shape. Okay, so the second largest shape here is question 9. Which crop is the second? You see, second, this part, second. So it's actually D. Okay, it's actually D. You can see here, this is the first shape, and then this is the second shape, which is the largest. So this is the shape number 1, and then this is shape number 2. So that's the second largest shape on that pie chart. Okay, so I was just trying to help you to understand. So the answer here is actually D. The second largest shape is this one for wheat. It's the second. Okay, the first one is maize, and then seconded by wheat is the second largest. Okay, the name of the crop that is used for both commercial and subsistence? When you say commercial, it means something that you grow and then you use it to sell to other people. Okay, when you grow something and then a crop, after growing a crop, you sell it to other people or you export it to other countries or other towns where people can buy it. It means something that you grow to sell is something that is a crop that is commercially sold. Subsistence, it means you're growing a crop but you're using it at home. You're using it at home. So which of these crops here can be used both at home and also for sale? The answer is maize, B. Why not cotton? Cotton, you can grow it, you cannot grow it at home, so it's not subsistence. Subsistence, it means you're growing something at home. Commercial, it means you're growing something at home but you are selling it to other people. Okay, I mean subsistence, it means a crop that you grow at home. Commercial, it means a crop that you grow in the farmland. Okay, you have a big farm and then you grow but you export or you sell to others. Okay, so it's always for trade purposes. Commercial is for trading purposes. Tobacco, you cannot grow it at home. That's why tobacco is wrong here. Tobacco, you cannot grow it at home because it's harmful. Same with wheat. Wheat, you can grow it commercially, meaning you can grow to sell to other people, but you cannot grow it at home. Okay, that's the reason why cotton you cannot grow it at home. You only grow it in farms. But the one that is grown both commercial and subsistence, it's maize. Maize, you can grow it at home. At the same time, you can grow it at a farmland. Okay, so the answer is actually B. You can see here wheat and maize, so we are correct. Let's go to the next question. This is the next question, guys. So the next question says, which of the following which tourist site shows the following activities such as canning, white water rafting, bungee jumping, waterfall? Definitely, when you are dealing with these ones like bungee jumping, water safari, these ones are found at the falls. So automatically, if you look at the key, the falls is this one that has got these lines. If you look at this key, have you seen the falls? That one there. So it's this one here, B. So the answer here is actually B. So this is a falls. The symbol for the falls is this one. You can see it. I've just ticked it. This one is a symbol for the falls. So it means the answer is B. So the answer here is actually B. Okay. And then here, which of the following tourist site is for bird sanctuary? Bird sanctuary is usually near a river. So which symbol has got a river here? A river symbol is this one. You see, this is a river symbol, that one. So it's this one here. It's D. Why? Because it has got a river like this. So it is D. So the answer here is actually D. Okay, the answer there is actually D. Okay, the answer is actually D on 12, where I've got a bird sanctuary. Bird sanctuary, they are found near rivers, and the only part that has got a river is D. You can see D has got a river. Okay, so the answer is actually D. Okay, so these are the answers. So there is B, waterfalls. So at the waterfall there, that's a Victoria Falls. As I said, B is a Victoria Falls. So at the Victoria Falls, you're going to find bungee jumping, water safari, water rafting, canoeing. You see, all these, you find them at the Victoria Falls. So those are the answers. Let's go to the next. Okay. Which of the following is not a reason for carrying out a national census? It's not a reason. It's not a reason. The answer here is A. A is not a reason. Control the population growth. No, we don't do census to control population growth. Okay. B, 14. 14, I mean, the effect of rural-urban migration on. So, rural-urban migration, it means people are coming from rural areas to urban areas. What would be the consequence? There will be reduced productivity. C. You know, when people are going in a place, people are moving from the rural areas, they're going to the urban areas. So you find that there'll be less employment in the urban areas there. Now, due to less employment there, because of less employment there, the productivity of the people become less productive. Why? Because many people, there will be no jobs. So as a result of no jobs, because many people are going there, so due to many people moving from rural areas to urban areas, you find that in those urban areas there'll be less jobs, so the productivity of the people will reduce because there are more people coming. Okay, 15. Which other province is copper mining in Zambia apart from copper belt? Definitely it's Lusaka. Lusaka, I find that people mine copper. Lusaka's got certain areas where people mine copper from there. Okay, question 16. Question 16. Question 16. Why has Zambia not benefited from the mining industry? You see, most of the time when we mine in Zambia, we usually export to other countries instead of using those raw materials to create, machines or jewelries from within the country. So we don't benefit here. Why? Because we export our raw materials to other people. So the answer is D here. Okay. You see, we usually export, so we don't benefit. Okay. See, there are all those answers. Minerals are non-renewable. No. The main thing here is because we usually export our materials. Okay. So as I said, 15, Lusaka there, we find that certain places in Lusaka, we usually mine copper, in case you didn't know. So that's a little about that. I hope your mind has opened up to have a clear understanding. Okay. So these are the answers. As you can see, the answer is A there. We have got C, we have got D, and we have got B there, then D. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, here we go. That's a pie chart. What percentage makes up what wood fuel? Okay, you know that this pie chart is up to 360, right? You see, angles in a circle add up to 360. So if this is 12, this is 8, this is 2. And then meaning what is for wood? We're supposed to add all those percentages and then subtract from 180. Okay? So what we're going to do is we'll add 12. We'll add 12 plus 8. 12 for electricity and then 8. We're trying to find the percentage for wood here. This one for wood. But you need to add all these percentages and then we subtract from 360 because it's a circle. So that is 12 plus 8 plus 2. Okay, so we add this. I think you know mathematics. We add this. So what do we have? 12. You write 2, carry 1, and then 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, so it will be yep, 360 divided by 360 divided by 12. So 360 divided by 22. Okay, 360 divided by 20 minus, sorry, not divided by, I meant the total is subtract from 360. So we'll say 360 minus 22. So what are you going to have? This is 360. Okay, 360 there. So 0 minus 2, it can't. You borrow 1 from 6, 6 becomes 5. You add 1 to 0, it becomes 10, so that is 8. And then 5 minus 2, it is 3, 38. And then 338 is the answer. 338 is the answer. Okay, so the answer is 338. We added all these percentages, this one, that one, that one, and then after adding, subtracted from 360 because oh no guys, I've made a mistake. These are percentages. I almost forgot. I was adding angles, guys. We're supposed to add this is a percentage. Percentage is always out of 100, so we're supposed to add this, subtract from 100%, because these are percentages. This symbol here, it means percentage, not degrees. I thought it's a degree. I didn't see it nicely. So we add this, so it will be we're adding 12 plus 8 plus 2, which will come to 22. So 22%. So 100% minus 22%. What's the answer? 100% minus 22%. So there 0. It becomes we get 1 from 1. 0 here, we have 9. Add 1 there, it will be 8. 8. And then 7, 78. We're subtracting 100 minus 22. You see, we added these, 12 plus 8 plus 2, we got 22%. Now we're subtracting 22% from 100. You find that the answer is 78. Okay, the answer is actually here, 78. So the answer is 78. Okay, let me remove this so that I put the answer. The answer is actually 78. So the answer is C. Okay, 78. C is the answer here. So you add these percentages and then you subtract from 100%. So just subtract 100 minus 22. You find 78. Which of the power sources shown is renewable? The one that is renewable, meaning it doesn't stop. Definitely it's electricity, because electricity is renewable. We've got, we're using water, so always it rains. Okay, once you finish wood, when you burn the wood, it's not coming back. Okay, it's non-renewable. Petroleum, when you use petroleum, once you use petroleum, it's not coming back. Coal, same thing with coal. Once you use coal, you cannot use it again. But electricity is a renewable resource. So B is the answer here, B. And then, which of the following is an example of a primary industry? So an example of a primary industry, guys, is an example of a primary industry is what? Let me remove these so that, okay, so we said 78 here at C. I think you remember, every one of you remembers, as we added and then we subtracted. That was C. Here we found the answer was B. And then here, a primary industry, meaning it's an industry where you're getting raw materials, okay, such as the industries such as agriculture, mining, forest. Those ones are primary industries because you're getting raw materials, direct raw materials, you see. So an example of a primary industry here is actually fishing, because fishing has something to do with the raw materials. You're just getting fish direct, it's natural. Okay, it's an industry that involves the getting of raw materials, direct raw materials. Okay, you see, all these are that they deal with machines, such as brewing, you deal with a machine. Canning, you do with a machine. Milling, here you do with a machine. But for fishery, you don't use machines, you just go to fish. It's primary. Okay, which of the following is not an example of a location it does not affect the location of an industry? Labor does not affect the location. a location of an industry, when you're trying to make an industry, what things do not affect that industry being built in that area? Capital will affect, because if you don't have enough capital, you cannot make the industry. Power supply, if you don't have good power supply, you cannot create an industry there. Okay, so these others will affect the industry. Raw materials, same thing with raw materials. If there are no more raw materials, you cannot make an industry there. Labor is how people work. Definitely how people work does not really affect location of an industry. So those are the answers. Okay, so those are the answers. I hope you have learned something, and your mind has opened up, your understanding has actually increased in the way you understand such kind of questions. Thank you for tuning, and thank you for joining. Thank you for each and every person. Those ones who are new, please hit the subscribe button and share this video with family, with friends, so that many can come to learn with us. And if you're doing online tuitions with us, remember to invite friends, those ones who want to do online tuitions. Tell them there is FM Tuition Academy, and they can WhatsApp us, or you can send their WhatsApp line, and then we'll be able to help them so that they also join you to learn the way you are learning. Remember to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. Invite your friends, guys, so that we also help them, and we bring you in a team so that you work together and we help you pass. Until then, keep on studying, keep on working extra hard. We are finished. This is the end of the lecture.